Hey YouTube, I'm going to do a different type of video today. Just built this and I'm kind of excited to talk about it, but it's absolutely roasting today. I'm sweating in here. I'm also not wearing my usual Mad Malko t-shirt, and yes, Bon Jovi. I did go and see Bon Jovi. It was 12 quid for a ticket at Hampden, like for a seat right up the back. So there's my excuse, and I bought this t-shirt for £5 outside. So, but not that Bon Jovi are bad. They do have some songs. Runaway, it's awesome. So yes, so apologies for that. Also, I'm going to have a bit of a jam tomorrow, I think, assuming it's going to be a bit cooler. I've been playing this, and after 2 minutes the sweat starts dripping off the end of my nose. It's kind of already started doing it already. So this is was a Squire. Actually, I didn't paint it, and I don't know what your monitor's like, but in daylight, like in real thing, this is so unbelievably psychedelic, super bright. It's ridiculous. It doesn't look as bright in photos or on this, but it's really cheesy. Also, I got a label maker the other day, so it's got Mad Malko guitars on the headstock. That just peels off if you really want it. Yeah, so this, I didn't paint this, I got it painted. I did a swap with a guy, a really nice guy in Maryhill, for a couple of pedals. Actually, the pedals that I did, if you look last week, a couple of pedals didn't like the Fux Fuzz and the Ottawa. So yes, so what I did with this was basically built it, set it up. I added two P90s in it. There was already a hole here, which I assume was for some sort of switch. So I put a kill switch in it, which has worked really well, because actually you can actually reach it. Because I've been putting kill switches all over the place on the different guitars, but if you put it there, you can get it and you can actually do something with it. So I will be doing that again. I replaced the 5-way, so it's got a 3-way switch on it. So basically it's just the two P90s, 3-way volume and a tone for each one. This is the neck tone, this is the bridge tone, which is what I was really going to do, and I was thinking of just putting a blank in the middle. Ideally, I built a Strat P90 Strat before, but I started off with a blank scratch plate. This was just a normal scratch plate, so I was just going to put a blanking plate behind that. I did it before. You just cut a bit of white plastic, screw it on. I thought, oh, why not just put a middle pickup in anyway. So you get the 3-way switch, which operates these two, and this is another wee 3-way switch, but it's in the middle. This pickup's off. When it's down, it's on in out of phase, and if you pull it up the way, it's on in phase. And the trick here, what I did was, because P90s are much more powerful than a normal single coil, the P90s, I've got a master volume control. The single coil does not, so it comes in after the volume control. So if you've got the P90s on, you turn the P90s down, this stays up. So you can, if you just roll this back to sort of 9, you start getting the mad sweet spot between, so they're all working. When you've got the volume all the way down, everything's off though. Yeah, that makes sense. So it is a master volume. It doesn't affect the middle pickup until it's fully off, and then it just turns off the whole guitar. So yeah, so I'll try and make some noise, but I'm very wary of it being very sweaty in here. Really. I've also moved things about a wee bit. I've brought out the beast, which is my Marshall 400 watt. It used to be sitting in 2 bits on its side, so I've cleaned it up. I've been using it in the Black Sabbath band, and it sounds absolutely stunning. I'm going to call it Deep Thought from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, if you're a geek like me, because it kind of looks like Deep Thought if you look at it from, the computer that says the answer is 42. You're not going to like it, but the answer is 42. Yeah, so I'm still playing them wee laney. I've ditched quite a lot of the pedals because I really realised that I don't have enough room on the floor anymore, because you trip over them. So I've only got a few pedals out now. I stuck with the 2 fuzzes, the Rat, the Zakk Wylde overdrive, and the phaser, and the tuner, and the new Michelangelo Battio sort of small overdrive thing. Just all the other ones I'll set them up on a loop or something, just to at some point. But so no chorus or like that. So bridge P90, no pedals. Neck, no pedals. Both. Right, so if I add in the middle in phase, so that's the bridge in the middle, as opposed to when it's on. Oh, the sweat's running off my face already. Now if you put it out of phase, it's quite sharp. If you roll the volume down a little bit, same with the bridge pickup. Then it's both on with the middle one on, so you got all three on, with this one out of phase. That's it, fully on. So that's both on. Out of phase. But really what I want to be doing is using the rapid. So, bridge pickup. Night pickup. Hey, sweat cloudy. Whoa. Both P90s on. The middle one in phase. In phase. My Michelangelo Batio pedal. Not really worked out to use that yet. Yeah, so I'm going to stop playing because the sweat is absolutely pouring out my face. Don't want to drip all over it. Yeah, so this one has decent tuners on it. I don't think these are original because they seem to be very very new feeling, so I think whoever it was had it before me put new pickups on it. Also I put the best kind of string trees on it, the wee roller ones, but not the big roller ones that were put on that Mustang I had a couple of weeks ago. These, they're not expensive, but you have to hunt to find them. They're very similar to the ones you get on Fender. The old Fender, it wasn't called a Custom, was that a Strat Plus? The one that the roller nut and from the early 90s had things like that. Obviously the Chinese have just copied them, but they're the best kind. Again, the colour in natural light, it's like, and it looks a bit faded and a bit pastel-y. It's not pastel at all. It's full neon, day glow, fluorescent. As I said, I don't think I have said, I think this was a Squier guitar. The guy who gave it said it was a Squier. He put a Squier Japanese neck plate on it. I don't know how you know it's Japanese. It says Squier by Fender, that's probably why. Or what it got from it. Now drip off my nose. Yeah, so I will leave this at that. I'm just going to sell this one before I end up getting attached to it, but I'm going to be building more P90 guitars, I think, because P90s are absolutely rocking and you just don't get them in Strats. Someone will comment that there's a Wilkinson, or a, no, not Wilkinson, Who are the ones that Wilkinson make? Vintage. I think they do a Strat, but it's got 3 P90s in it. And I think there might be one of your, not Dan Electro, but you know, your sort of Italia 50s looking type guitars that comes with 3 P90s. But you don't get, what I'm saying that you don't normally get, they don't normally have P90s. And they should, because they're awesome. See, this guitar really does not need the middle pickup, but I figured rather than just putting a blank plate in, I'll do it so it does something else. So it's just more things, but I mean, just the 3-way switch and the 2 P90s is just all you need. Yeah, well, I pretty much failed to do that one really quickly. So 30 minutes, I might not bother doing a jam with this tomorrow. If it's going to be anything like as hot as it was today, I just can't play in this heat. I don't know if it's him. I do look pretty sweaty in the video, actually. So, yeah, so coming up soon is this Mad Malko peanut. It doesn't have a name, I can maybe give it a name. I was going to say, I think I would probably put black knobs on it, but I don't have black knobs. Well, I do, but they all say tone on them, that would be annoying as well. So I don't know, the white knobs don't look bad, but I'd probably buy them. You know, it's a bit of a pound on eBay in China, if you so wanted. Yeah, I will give that a good wipe, seeing as I've been sweating on it. Rock and roll!